Crochet Fairy, and today I am going to talk to y'all about my crochet hot takes. So, hot takes are basically something that is slightly controversial, that is your own opinion. I'm not making fun of anybody or anything like that. It's just these are my own personal opinions, and some people don't feel the same way, and that's okay. So if you disagree with any of these things, feel free to comment your little heart out and tell me why you feel that way. But we'll get into it. Alright, so my first hot take is I don't really follow crochet trends. I just don't. One of the reasons I think I don't follow crochet trends is I like making what I want to make, you know? And sure, things are going to become popular at one point or another, and that's amazing, that's awesome, but it's not necessarily what I would like to crochet at that time, and so I don't. Crochet is supposed to bring you joy and happiness, and sometimes I don't want to crochet that frog. The little leggy frog, I don't want to crochet it, so I don't. And that means I don't follow trends. So, usually at events, I'll get asked a lot, do you have the leggy frog? And I'll be like, no. But, and this will go into my second hot take, when I'm being a vendor at events, I really don't mind if there are other crochet vendors there. It doesn't affect me, really, at all. I could be friends with them. I would love to become friends with them. I love meeting other crocheters. I think that is amazing, and we can share patterns and we can have a great time. We're not direct competition. How many people at events do you see that are also selling the same things? So you're gonna have somebody that sells stickers, somebody that sells prints, somebody that sells whatever. And then you're gonna walk down just a little ways and there's gonna be another person that's selling prints, that's selling stickers, that's selling basically the same items. So I don't really care if there's another crochet person there. I'm going to make my own items, and my brand of crochet is going to be different than their brand of crochet. It just will be. Just like that person's prints are going to be different than the person that's 2 booths down from them that is also selling prints. My artistic interpretation of my crochet is going to be different than their artistic interpretation of what they crochet. I crochet things that make me happy and things that provide me with a crochet challenge, things that I know at an event that people may like. So like if I'm going to an event that's really Pokemon heavy, I'm gonna crochet Pokemon that make me smile for that event. Or if I go to an event and they have like this really big color scheme of, let's say, orange, I'm gonna crochet a few items in orange. There will be other people that crochet that are probably there, and they might not do that, and that's okay. And even if they do that, they crochet a lot of things in orange, I guarantee you, because I don't follow the crochet trends, we're not going to have the same items. So then when people come up to my booth and they're like, I would really love a leggy frog, and I'm like, I don't really make a leggy frog. Nothing against the leggy frog, I just don't make them, but 3 rows over, there is a vendor that does, and you are more than welcome to go and talk to them. Please tell them I said hi. And I hope that, if they have somebody stop by their booth that is like, do you have the little octopus? They can be like, no, but she does, and they point them in my direction. I feel like that's just, I don't know, that's my mentality when it comes to being a vendor. We are there to help each other. We are competition, sort of, but we're not all at the same time. I look at crochet kind of like I look at handwriting. We're all going to be writing the same letters, but because our handwriting is different, basically our crochet is going to be different. It's not going to be the exact same. I can follow a pattern to a T, and it might not match exactly what the person who wrote the pattern had. And the reason for that is the way that I hold the yarn, my tension, the yarn that I chose. Like, there are so many different variations that I just don't mind if there are other crocheters at events. I actually rather enjoy it, and I think that it's fun. So those are my first two hot takes. My third hot take is okay, so there's only so many ways to make a shape. So if you are writing a pattern and your pattern turns out to be similar to someone else's pattern, you didn't blatantly copy them, but it turned out to be similar, there are only so many ways to make a shape. There's only so much you can do about that. For example, I have an F-bomb pattern. I like to make F-bombs. I think they're hilarious, and I wrote my own pattern for it. I do sell this pattern, and I have it as a freebie on my website, on my blog. So, when people also make F-bombs, that's okay. Their F-bomb is probably going to be a little different than mine. I'm not copying them, they're not copying me. We just had a rather similar idea, and that's okay, because they're gonna make their F-bombs, I'm gonna make my F-bombs, and the people that are interested in my specific brand of F-bombs can buy mine, and the ones that like their specific type of F-bomb can buy theirs. So that's kind of how I feel about that. Now, if it is blatantly, you just stole somebody's idea 100%, you did not give them any credit, you were basically an asshole about it, then yeah, that's not cool. You shouldn't do that, and that's wrong. But if it's just, I would like to design my own, then design your own. Do the thing. I think that would be amazing. That's like, for me, I kind of look at it like, okay, yeah, it's a t-shirt. I have on a t-shirt today. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to wear a different t-shirt. They both have the same design, as in how the t-shirt is made, but they're going to be different. There's going to be something different on it somewhere. And that's kind of awesome to me. It shows people's creativity, how it is different, how they see something differently than you. And so I have a tendency to kind of look at it like, oh, wow, I didn't think about doing it that way. That's kind of interesting. And, you know, I kind of look at it like a opportunity to see how another person thinks, instead of thinking, oh, because I have an F-bomb, this person must have copied my F-bomb. That's not the way that it works. And because there are a whole bunch of people who share the design of how they did it, like the pattern, someone might be able to understand my pattern for the F-bomb, but not this other person's pattern, and so they make my design. Or it could be reversed. Somebody is like, oh, I can understand what they're saying here. Or they have like a video tutorial. I don't have a video tutorial for my F-bomb, but somebody on YouTube does. And I'm a very visual learner. I need to see and do it. Then go for it. Like, that's very exciting to me. You found a way that you could make this item, and this one person provided the means for you to be able to do so, then hell yeah. So that's my hot take on there's only so many ways you can make a shape. So basically, don't get pissy. If somebody makes a shape that is similar to a shape that you have made, there's only so many ways that you can make a circle. Now, I will restate again, Don't be an asshole and blatantly copy somebody. That's not cool. Don't do that. Alright, my next hot take is I don't like the magic circle. I don't like it. I think that it is creating extra work for me, and I don't like it. I usually do chain 2, chain 3, go into the first. Depending on what it is that I am making is how many chains that I do. A magic circle, I just feel like I have to go back and I have to do extra work to make sure that it doesn't come out, and then even then sometimes I feel like it's just not secure enough and it kind of freaks me out. And this may all be my own personal anxiety, and I mean, I'm a very anxious person. I have anxiety, I have OCD, I have my own little issues. So me deciding that a magic circle isn't good could just be a me issue, and that's okay. You can do the magic circle all you want to, but it's just not for me, and I don't really understand the hype. So I don't do it. Because like I said earlier, crochet is supposed to bring me joy, and I'm not doing something that doesn't make me happy. If I'm going to spend a lot of time doing it, I'm going to make sure that what I am doing sparks joy. And that's something that I've really been working on this year, because I used to just take whatever custom order came my way. And now it's like, no, I don't want to make that. So I'm not going to. And then my last hot take is I only like to crochet with aluminum or metal hooks. I am not a big fan of bamboo hooks, and I'm not a big fan of resin hooks. Wooden hooks are usually okay if they're like a hard wood. So furls, they have some that are like Purple Heart, really pretty. Those are sturdy and they don't bend, but I do have a tendency whenever I crochet with bamboo or resin hooks for the hook to bend. It's not strong enough to support, I guess, my tension, and so I just don't crochet with them. I need my hook to be able to have stability, and if I'm fighting with the hook the entire time not to bend, then I'm not going to be focusing on the project as much as I am the hook. And while the hook might be beautiful, it's not effective. And so I just stick with what I know works for me, and that's what I use. Right now, pretty sure this is a boy. This one's a boy. Yep, pretty much got all boys. Which is also good because while some of the resin and bamboo hooks are very pleasing to look at, they also are more expensive, whereas I can buy this hook at like Walmart for $1, maybe $2, and that's just as effective as the one that costs $40. So I tend to kind of still have the mentality that I did when I was a teenager and I was crocheting. I work with the materials that give me the best result for the money that I have. And when I was doing that, I kind of developed favorites. And so boy hooks are my favorites. I love them. And I encourage you to find the hooks that work the best for you and to help if somebody else doesn't like those. If you like working with bamboo, then go for it. If you like working with resin hooks, then go for it. If you love working with ergonomic hooks or clover hooks, then willpower to you. I just don't think that there should be a place for judgment or looking down on someone because of the hook or the yarn that they choose to work with. So those are my 5 current hot takes. I'll go over them again real quick. 1, I don't follow crochet trends. 2, I don't mind if there are other crochet vendors. 3, there are only so many ways to create one shape. 4, I hate the magic circle. And 5, I don't use bamboo or resin hooks. So there you have it. I know this was a bit rambly, but I had a very crazy weekend and I wasn't able to do video editing or anything of that nature. And so I figured that we could just kind of do a talk and crochet. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed your time here, then please hit that like button and subscribe. If you agree or disagree with any of the statements that I've made, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you would like to see behind the scenes moments, then feel free to join my Patreons or my Facebook subscribers. I really love them. They are amazing. In just a moment, I'll show you a screen with all of their names. They're amazing. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!